Hello everyone, and welcome to this unboxing and assembly video for LEGO's Overwatch Bastion! And a little enemy, yay! This is specifically Bastion in I don't remember which skin it actually is. It doesn't say on the outside of the box. But I think it's Omnic skin. So, this is the first thing put out by Blizzard, or by LEGO, really, of Blizzard's Overwatch themed Legos. The moment I saw the advertisement for it and the little tracer jumping around after Jeff Kaplan put it together was, my wallet's not ready for this. This actually wasn't too high price, thankfully. I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but it wasn't too bad. And it got here really quick, too. Regardless, so I'm gonna open this and then assemble it for both this video. So let's get to that first part. Love that LEGO still has that little push tab. I haven't bought LEGOs in years. Not that I've given up on LEGOs. I still have actually all of my old LEGOs sitting around in a box. I think I know exactly where they are. They're in this home, that's for sure. But I don't have the time to play with them. I'm a person that would rather build the sets than be creative with them, although they are really good for making little things out of, or using, like, for appearance and stuff. Their boxes are still just as much of a pain as they've always been. And they use similar bags at that. So here's some of the pieces here. A lot of orange, grays, and black. We've got some more here. A bit of red in there, same kind of color. This is not going to make any sense right now other than it's just bags. And the last bit. So, 3 bags in total. If anybody's wondering, it is 182 pieces in total. And then we also have... Ooh, that almost went flying. I'll get to that in a second. We've got the instruction manual. Kind of thick, actually, although it's relatively small compared to, like, what I'm used to. Lastly, we've got a few stickers. Looks like Bastion's knee pads, basically, and then the Blizzard logo itself saying, you know, like, Blizzard exclusive. Alright, so, let's get close up to this and start building. Alright, so starting off with the pile of parts here, I just started grabbing whatever was necessary for things. I do the construction in order. While I did originally want the instructions in view, my rig does not allow for that. This is about as far out as I could get the camera without holding it myself. So, this will make about as much sense at first looking at it as it did to me when I was putting it together, I'm guessing. Like, for example, I don't know what part I just finished putting together there, but whatever. It makes sense in the end. In fact, this next part actually makes more sense as you go. Now, I just ended up digging for pieces because that's what I like to do. Half the fun of putting together Legos for me is finding the pieces and putting it together like a puzzle. Except, you know, with instructions that the puzzle is finding the pieces more. And I've heard of people, especially Adam Savage's method on tested of nulling out the pieces. I thought about doing that, and I would definitely do that with a larger project. With something under 1,000 pieces, I don't think I would do that. Maybe a few hundred, but definitely not with 200 or less. So from here, it's starting to take the more clearer shape of the body. The earlier piece, which I'm attaching the body there, is actually the hips, as you can see. And a lot of this really didn't make sense until pieces were all put together. Like, even the fact that this is the head didn't make sense till, honestly, it told me to put that red piece on. Then, I believe next is the legs, which are very similar in construction, both of them, unlike the arms, where they're kind of just these pieces that are like Tetris pieces almost, that have this zigzag shape, really, and they build off of that. That's the skeletal structure, more or less. But hey, and it's working, which is all that's needed. So I originally thought, as stated earlier in this video, that the stickers would be for the knee pads, and in fact, those ended up being plastic cover pieces that you can now see on there. And that's actually the entire leg limb itself. What's actually being put together now is the foot. For future reference, if somebody wants to put this together themselves and they don't want the little pegs that I will be pointing out more in the end, but you will see them there, that would be the construction of the foot itself, where you would leave them out. And then just repeat the other leg almost identically. Like, very little difference at all. And the only difference I can think of is the fact that it's mirrored. Beyond that, it's the same thing. This one went together much quicker because of that. Even uses the same pieces and everything. I was a little OCD with the plate covers there, or throughout the whole thing, of trying to... So, they've got two little indents on them, and one of them says Lego in them. Like almost every Lego piece that isn't completely smooth. And I wanted to do my best to have them all facing symmetrically and right side up. And here's the other foot, which went together also very quickly and attaches right on. The hips are a little odd. He will stand a little wide, I've noticed, until you get them like all together and everything, because I feel like the pieces brush up against each other a little too rough, but c'est la vie. So this is the gun arm, and I love the new little piece here. I don't know how new it is, but it's new to me. Again, I haven't gotten a new Lego kit in a long time, of the little press button there that will shoot out a cap piece that's intended to function like a gun. And it does work. I just didn't want to, you know, show it off on the video, as then it might shoot off my desk, and yeah. But I love how this came out a little. That little piece that I just attached there, that's a bar kind of thing, it doesn't make any sense to me, like where the elbow is. I'm just like, why is that there? It's just, whatever. So reconsolidating the pieces, and then getting to the first shoulder, which, as you can see, is where the stickers that I thought were the knee pads actually go. And the one on the other side will be a mirror image of that as well. It's funny that it connects on the back and then folds inwards and down. Again, I really hope this was they gave transformation to this, or parts to be able to make more forms, because now you just know it's going to be more boxes or never done. And then here's the other arm, which was a little disappointing. The hand itself is just a little flappy bit that you can see clearly right there. Like that's the whole arm. Nothing gets attached to that. And then here's the other shoulder pad. I had trouble getting the first one to stay on properly. I think it went in too much. But the second one, with the experience of the first, came in just fine. That is a barrel piece, by the way, in case people didn't catch that. And I love that that's used in the gun. It's just like, to make it look like a gun barrel, we ended up using an actual barrel. Okay. I can't believe that worked. And this is the turret mount itself. As I state in the end of the video, I find this piece really odd, the fact that it moves the way it does, because that red piece there that it attaches to has some trouble staying on, and the whole thing is just like, why is this just not a stationary affixed to the back? And then the side drum, which I'm assuming is an ammo drum. I've never exactly known. Then this is the base. As much as the way I build up is actually forward, so from back to front rather than bottom to top, because that's just the way it shows it. And other than the front plate, I actually had to attach this sticker twice. It was really off the first time, and I needed to reattach it. Thankfully, I was able to peel it off. Speaking of doing something twice, getting him attached to the base. For future reference, make sure to fold those pegs down before attaching him to the base if you're working on your own. And that's Bastion entirely. The rest is all ketamine and extra parts. Now, I can't remember if Ganymede is an Omnic bird in the Omnic skin, which might have been why they went with this. Either that or they just wanted this specific color, and I'm okay with it either way. And then he fits on either shoulder, and then the little piece to pop off. All those other, and that was the back falling off right there, by the way. All those pieces laying there are just excess pieces, which is always nice to have. So, that was the assembly, and here's Bastion. Ooh, little Ganymede! Yay! So, the waist pivots, as do the arms in multiple different places. The gun can even fire. There's a little press button here. Gives multiple warnings. Hands a little flap, 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 back and forth, but also pivots. Ganymede can be put on either shoulder. There's another spot right here. The gun does kind of move, but he can't get into turret mode anyway, so I don't know why they didn't just make it static. The legs pivot at the ankles. So a couple notes. The gun doesn't stay on well. I already have some troubles keeping not the gun itself. This red piece that it is mounted to doesn't stay attached to the back too well. The base itself, he doesn't also stay attached too well, but that's while holding him like this. He should stay just fine when it's, planted. Also, if you don't like the base, there's little pegs here that are attaching it. Oh, see, it doesn't stay on too well. That you can just fold up, and then you have his normal feet. You can fold them all the way in. So you might consider them an eyesore, but really, meh. If you want to, those are the things you leave out. Also, you leave out the little gray piece here as well, because this is just a gap over here. So when building those, and it's the only place you'll see this piece, and it will start with that section. As I almost drop it. The stickers actually ended up going here on each side respectively, and that appears to be the entire thing. This is adorable. I kind of wish it transformed or was able to, or came with multiple different pieces for at least the turret form, not necessarily the tank form, but that would have been nice as well. But c'est la vie. I'm still very happy with this. This is probably going to go right up there with my models, so keep an eye out for in the future, like really right after I'm done filming this. Regardless, that seems to be everything. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press the like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press the dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, try not to judge my method of putting this together. I'm not expecting people to, but just in case, it is the internet. Also, if you want to comment in general, feel free to, such as like my opinion of Legos, Overwatch, or anything along those lines, or if you want to see more LEGO stuff here, or more Overwatch stuff. There is something coming for Overwatch, but it's not standard kind of stuff. Regardless, and if you want to see more like this, be it more unboxing videos, this is my first LEGO assembly video, but hey, if you want to see more, comment, and I might do them. Also, if you want to see my painting, which also usually involves assembling of the model videos, that works too. And if you want to see my video game reviews or Let's Plays, which I try to get back to more often of either of those, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.